So do you need 20% down to purchase a home? The answer is no. You do not need 20% down to purchase a home. You can actually go 3% to 5% down on conventional, 3.5% down for an FHA loan. And then if you're a veteran, you can do 0% down, or if you're in a rural area, you can do 0% down as well on a USDA loan. Now, the reason you probably hear a lot of people, grandparents, parents, typically tell you, hey, put your 20% down, is really for two reasons. Number one is the most obvious is mortgage insurance, right? So when you put 20% down on a conventional loan, you are avoiding mortgage insurance. And then depending on your loan amount, it could be anywhere from, 30, 40, $50, maybe as high as maybe a couple $100, right? So the other thing is your interest rate typically gets a little bit better when you put more money down. You're reducing the amount of risk that's actually associated with your financial background, right? Now, my personal narrative is I bought my first home with an FHA loan. I put 3.5% down on a $160,000 duplex, right? So I came out of pocket, and I had the sellers actually pay my closing costs. This was back in 2020. I had the sellers pay my closing costs and came out of pocket with, I think, around $6,400 total out of pocket, right? If I would have waited to get my 20% down, that home right now would be close to 200 to 215,000, right? So if I would have ended up putting 20% down on there, I would have lost around that $40,000 of equity. I would have lost the amount of rent that I had been making over the last couple of years, and all in order to save maybe a couple $100 on my monthly mortgage payment, right? And I personally don't see how that would have been worth it to save that money up. All the while I would have been renting at an apartment, paying, $800 a month in rent. So I would have been essentially net negative over the last couple of years. So in my opinion, you don't need 20% down to purchase a home. I always think it's a good idea to have that 20% down. So yes, you do get the better interest rate. You do avoid mortgage insurance. But if you're a first-time home buyer and you don't have 20% down, listen, that's not a huge deal. Do your 3% down to 5% down conventional, or 3.5% FHA. Get a good real estate agent on your team who can go ahead and cover the closing costs from the seller, and you're looking good. So if you got any questions, just give me a call. Bye.